Well, let's keep the topic of smart and healthy going for you. Are you looking to lose weight or just simply get a little bit thinner, or do you cook a lot with olive oil? Because we've got a little secret right now we want to tell you about that's in the kitchen, and you may be using your olive oil the wrong way. Joining us now is Dr. Sunil Jain. Nice to see you.
Nice to see you as well.
He's a naturopathic doctor and the owner of Rejuvena Health and Aesthetics. And you and I were talking earlier, you know, I am probably an olive oil-aholic if I had to choose an oil that I use a tremendous amount. And we're going to talk about the health benefits, but also some things you need to be aware of today.
Yep.
Let's start with some of the health benefits of olive oil.
Sure. So olive oil has a lot of different benefits. It's very good for the heart. It's good for circulation. It's good for the skin. Mm-hmm. It's very high in monounsaturated fats, so it makes it very, very healthy to consume. It helps. It works great when you do not burn and cook the oil, though.
Yeah, when you don't burn and cook it. We're going to talk about that in a second. Lowering cholesterol. This is the oil that kind of helps you do that?
Yeah, this is one of the oils that I like to use in addition to some of the other monounsaturated oils. Yeah. But yeah, olive oil works great.
Now, I've also heard claims that olive oil can help you lose weight. How is that possible to put a fat in your body and have you lose weight from it?
Well, actually, because we need healthy fats.
Okay.
And what these fats do are actually stimulate the liver and the gallbladder to secrete bile, which helps to break down fats. So you're basically improving the function of the liver by allowing it to metabolize fats more efficiently.
Okay, so that's fabulous. The other thing that a lot of people are now doing is making salt scrubs and things like that with olive oil for your skin.
Yeah. There's actually, you can add salt, sea salt to it, or sugar, and create really nice scrubs to use on like the hands and the feet.
Yeah.
You can apply it on the face. You can use it on the lips for dry, chapped lips.
Okay.
So it can be used in many different fashions
So
topically.
Here's something that I found fascinating that I didn't know because I cook with olive oil all the time. You say don't cook with olive oil, that it can be very bad for you.
Yes, that's correct. That's something that's a common mistake that people tend to make. You never want to heat the olive oil. You never want to burn the olive oil. It actually turns it into more of an oxidized state or more of a trans fat, which actually promotes heart disease and inflammation and degeneration of our cells.
So when we're talking about antioxidants, those are good things for us. What you're saying is that if you cook with olive oil, the oil converts into something that is oxidized.
Correct.
And has the reverse effect of an antioxidant.
Correct, that's right. See, the reason that olive oil, like when you get extra virgin cold-pressed olive oil, has got that real deep, rich, kind of almost a greenish hue to it is because of the chlorophyll content.
But you actually put a plate out here of it, and you can kind of see the difference between the two.
Yeah, you can see the difference between
So this is real light on this side.
Correct, and then that's the extra virgin.
Okay, so which one is better for you, are you saying?
The extra virgin, which has got the higher chlorophyll content. Because that's what's going to stimulate the antioxidant capacities and properties that the olive oil has.
Okay.
When you, one other thing to keep in mind is that because it oxidizes so quickly, it's also very important to keep the olive oil, to buy olive oil that's in a dark bottle versus the lighter bottles to prevent it from getting oxidized. When you use the oil in between cooking or using it for the cosmetic application, you want to make sure that you open and replace the top quickly.
Okay, so you're saying keep it in a dark bottle. You also say don't get the big jumbo olive oil.
Yes, that's correct, because the oil just sits there and it becomes oxidized over time. Olive oil spoils very easily, and it's not maybe something that you can physically see. It just gets oxidized, and it's hard to tell when that happens. And that's when you really get all the negative effects from it, as cited in a study last year.
Okay, so buy it fresh, buy it in a small container, and buy it in a dark container.
Correct.
And where do we store this?
I like to store it in like a cool, dry place. You can even put it in the refrigerator, pantry, somewhere that's not going to get a lot of light.
Okay, and you say you've actually got over here, this is kind of like an oxidized olive oil.
Ozonated.
Ozonated.
Yes. We don't want the oxidized.
No, we want the ozonated, which actually puts oxygen into it.
Correct, yeah. So basically, we ozonate the olive oil in our office, and it's actually, I should say, it's partially ozonated. The full ozonation process actually takes about 3 weeks to run the ozone into the olive oil.
Okay, so it's not oxygen, it's ozone.
Correct.
Yeah,
and so the principle behind that is basically you're delivering this ozone into the cells, into the tissue to accelerate tissue healing. It helps with tissue repair and skin regeneration.
Yeah. Well, your skin looks pretty good, so it must work, huh?
Oh, thank you.
All right. Thanks so much for being with us. We appreciate
thank
it. All right. Let's jump onto our Smart Family 15 Facebook and talk about how you use olive oil in your home. Jasmine Ford says, I rub it on my belly while I'm pregnant, and it helps the itching of the stretching skin. And I think a lot of people have tried that. It's really good. And Joy Autori says, old Italian cure for styes. It works. Don't apply. Just hold the bottle up to your eye. Really? I've never heard of that before, but that's a fascinating one. Okay. And then Jamie Cook says, in my kids' ears for earaches, And in the bathtub for moisture. And Renee says, olive oil, all cooking, all salad dressings, dip in good bread with Italian cheese and sea salt. Yummy, yummy. And she says, I use it on and in everything I can get other than dessert or pancakes, and I skip the oil, otherwise tastes just as good.